Today we have a 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. We're going to be doing a test fit on the Kuat NV 2.0 two-bike platform style rack, which is part number NV22B. Now it's a very high quality two-bike platform rack. It's going to hold your bikes very steady with no frame contact, which is a nice feature if you don't want any chance of causing any type of damage to the frame of your bike. It's held in by two different points of contact. Like I said, no frame contact. We got a strap on the back wheel right here, securing it onto the platform. And then up front, we're going to have this wheel hook putting downward force on top of our front wheel, forcing it down into the cradle. Removing it is very easy. I'm just going to push in on this tab, pull the strap out. You do want to make sure you always start with that strap because most of the bike is going to be held in and be balanced up there by this hook. So we're going to grab a hold of our bike, push in on that button, and lift it up. Now we can fold it down, which makes it unloading a lot easier. You just pick it right up and off. Now something I want to point out about this bike rack, about the cradles in particular, if we fold this back, is that we're going to see, you see the slot right here, it's going to accommodate for your road bike tires so that it fits right down in the slot, it'll be more secure. Then up here we're going to have a middle one for our mountain bike tires, your standard mountain bike tires. Then we can also fit fat tire bikes up to 4.5 inches wide on here. Those cradles can accommodate. And the wheel hook is also going to accommodate for that as well. You can kind of see the indentions right here for the road bike, the mountain bike, and then the fat tire bike. Now one thing I want to point out about this platform style rack is that it does add on a good amount of space to the back of your vehicle, especially for only being a two-bike rack. But the reason is because the spacing between the bikes from the center of the cradle to the center of this platform is going to be 13 inches, which is more than you get with a typical two-bike platform rack. That's also a great feature if you don't want any chance of your bikes rubbing together, maybe causing any damage. Now exactly how much we've added on, we're going to go back from the spare tire all the way back here. That's going to be about 2.5 feet exactly we've added on to the back of the vehicle. If we want to measure from the bumper, in case you might not have that spare tire, you'll be adding on about 3 feet right there. Our ground clearance at the back is going to be just over 2 feet, just be about 25.5 inches. But the Jeep does sit pretty high off the ground, so you shouldn't have to worry about that with any steep inclines or even just pulling in your driveway. The closest point is up here. We're about 4.5 inches away from the tire, but there's no chance that it'll damage right there. And we can fold this up to conserve space that we've added onto the back. I'm just going to push that lever down and fold it up. Now you can see it comes very close to the tire, and it does make a little bit of contact, but from here it's pretty tight and secure. It's not going to damage the tire, and the tire won't damage the bike rack. Exactly, we've taken off, well, we've cut it down to about 1 foot added onto the back of our vehicle. This is something you want to keep in mind for parking in a tight parking spot or even in your garage if you don't want to have to remove this every time you park in the garage. Our ground clearance has also changed. We're only at about 16 inches right there, but we are sitting closer to the rear axle, so you shouldn't have a problem right there either. Now down here I want to take a look at how it connects to the hitch receiver. We just have a standard safety pin right here with a lock on the other side. That lock's a nice security feature to help deter theft. We're also going to have this nice anti-rattle system right here with this hand knob. Once you tighten that down, that activates the system on the inside, and basically it just jams the shank inside the hitch receiver, so it takes away the side-to-side movement and the up and down. The last thing I want to point out is that unlike a lot of other bike racks, we have a repair post tube right here. We can just swing that out right there. We can set our bike into the repair post tube if we got to do on-the-go maintenance or any type of repairs, such as, greasing up your chain if you want to have a smoother ride. We can also raise it a bit if you want to get your bike higher off the ground. We can come up like this, get our bike off the ground and easier to work on. Then when it's not in use, it does stow like this on the side, and you won't have to worry about it. But that'll do it for our look at the Kuat NV 2.0 2-bike platform rack on our 2015 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited.